guys, Sophie here, and today I am going to show you how to make my very favorite moisturizing antibacterial hand scrub. Alright, so this is really easy to make. That's why I absolutely love it. And it's actually made from things that I already had in my kitchen and garden. So my question to you is, what do you have right now growing in your yard or your garden? Do you have fresh mint? Do you have fresh parsley? Rosemary maybe, because you can actually make this with any fresh herbs that you might have. So leave me a comment underneath the video, because I love to know and hear about what you've got going on, because I know I have subscribers from all over the world, so Sweden and Australia and whatnot. But right now I have a lot of fresh mint in my yard. Now stay with me until the end of this, because it's a very quick DIY, and I just want you to see, you're going to need to see these little steps, because I've got important little tips as we go through each step, so do stay very tuned into it. Now this is what you're going to need. You're going to need sea salt. Now, do not use regular table salt. That's the tip here. You want to look for something that actually says sea salt. But don't get the super expensive kind, because there's all kinds of different prices. Get the sort of most inexpensive sea salt that you can find. I found mine at Whole Foods Market. Then you're going to want an olive oil. Now, you could use a grapeseed oil or an olive oil, whatever oil you have to hand. But again, not your most expensive oil. Don't necessarily use your cold-pressed extra virgin gourmet olive oil, because it's going into a hand scrub. Keep that for your delicious dishes that you're going to actually eat. So I'm using an inexpensive, regular, pure olive oil. So those are the two main things. Now you're going to want 2 essential oils, but again, you can play with which essential oils you want to use. I am choosing to use tea tree oil. I do recommend that you use pure tea tree, because it gives it this antibacterial boost. So you're really going to want that. The other one that I love in this particular recipe is I like spearmint or peppermint, because the 3 or 4 scents that we've got going are, we've got the tea tree oil, which I actually love the smell of tea tree oil. Then you've got the minty, either spearmint or peppermint, and the fresh mint. And then you've got lemon, because I'm using fresh lemon. And all these scents blend beautifully together. It's a sort of marriage made in heaven of these. All right, let's get started. Now stay with me as I take you through the steps, because there's again a way of doing this. So you're going to want a mason jar. This to me is the perfect size of mason jar, because it's not too humongous to have by your sink, but it's big enough that you can actually put your fingers and hands in it. You could use a plastic jar if you feel a little bit more safer in and around your sink, but I do like the regular glass ones. So we're going to do that. So I've taken the salt. I've already almost filled this up to the top here. I'm just going to fill it up a little bit more, almost, as I said, to the top. Now, the next things that I'm actually going to put in are my mint. So I'm going to chop this fresh mint up. So we give that a really good chop. And as you chop it, you want it to be as fine as possible. Okay, so really keep on giving that a good chop. You don't want like whole leaves in there. Now, when that's done, I'm going to add my fresh mint into the jar, like so. And then what I did was I took half a lemon and I zested that up. So I have the zest of that there. And there you go. That is going in next. All right, so I'm going to just give that a little bit of a mix around. And this is the key here. Mix it before you put the oil in, because if you add the oil in and then the herbs last, it's really hard to mix it. Also, by just jamming it around here, you let the natural oils out of the lemon zest and the herbs really sink into the salt. So spend some time doing this. Don't skimp on this particular step. This is actually the fun step, and it smells absolutely amazing. Oh, I mean, even without the essential oils, it is basically, you're releasing the essential oils just by doing this. So by the way, another little tip here If you do not have the essential oils at home, you can make this without them, just with the mint and the lemon. But if you want to really pack that antibacterial punch in, you are going to need your pure essential oils. Link is underneath the video where you can get my recommended source for essential oils. By the way, another little question here. How many of you have a stash of essential oils at home? Let me know, because it's actually good for me to know for other videos and DIYs. I like to get a sense of my subscribers and just knowing what you have to hand. A lot of you have a big stash of them, okay? So now, and let me know which ones you have as well, because some of you say, oh, I've got lavender and geranium, and just let me know, want to get an idea. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 20 drops of the peppermint or spearmint, right? Either one works, just depends on your preference. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of tea tree oil. And we've got the real antibacterial going like crazy. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is add the oil. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So I'm going to add the oil. And you can see with the oil going in, it looks so pretty. Mix it up a little bit. You're going to add the oil in until you've got about, you'll see how much you need, generally about ½ inch headspace at the top. Give it a minute because the oil will soak up and settle down. You'll need to add a little bit more. And that, my friends, is that. A fantastic antibacterial moisturizing. It's very, very moisturizing. So this is how you use it. Just stay with me for one more second here. Keep it by the sink. When you go to the sink, instead of a hand wash or that you would normally use, you're going to just dip your hands and fingers in this, scrunch it around, get it under your nails, you know, all over your, put some in your hands, rub your hands together, okay? And then rinse with warm water. And what you will find is that it cleans out your nails. It gives your hands the best hand clean they've ever had. It cleans the inside, you know, those little pesky bits to get to in your nails. Cleans all of your hands. It even cleans my rings really well, actually. And then you rinse it off. No need for hand lotion or hand cream because your hands are super duper moisturized from the oil. So that was it. How easy. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I have so many great DIYs coming down the pipe that I'm really excited to share with you. And if you're subscribed, boom, into your inbox, you get it straight away. I will see you next time.